welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Well, we are back as promised with this second feature today. 2 features in the same day, y'all, to make up for yesterday. So I'm so excited that God has helped me keep my word. And we are just in the motion of things, and we in a good track right here, especially with our countdown to Christmas. As y'all can tell, y'all been getting every day, well, at least 5 days a week. That's our week, okay? That's our every day. That y'all be getting all of these wonderful Christmas holiday films, and I just hope that these films are putting you all with these reviews. I hope you get time to watch the films as well, but at least in the meantime, while you're watching the videos, while you're on the channel, I hope you all are enjoying the reviews. And it's just getting you excited, putting you in an amazing mood. That's what I hope. I hope y'all having a good time. You're smiling, you're laughing, you're feeling good. And yes, overall, you're just excited. And also, too, most importantly, you're drawing closer to the Lord, okay? I hope that that's always being brought to the forefront, that y'all making sure y'all doing what y'all need to do in that area as well. But let me ask this, because I forgot to ask this in the last video. How are y'all doing? How's the week going so far for y'all? Because I know we are winding down towards the end of the week. And it's amazing, y'all, like how fast like the days are going by. And we're so close to Christmas. It's literally right there. Like, how's everything going? Y'all shopping? Did y'all participate in Black Friday? All that kind of stuff. As for me, I am doing well. I'm just excited to get back into my routine of reading. Like y'all know, I mentioned that in the last video. That's one of my goals, to start reading more. Also, yes, I've been doing that, making sure I get in my word every day thus far. Definitely praying, of course. I feel like that's just like breathing. It just comes so naturally. I don't really have to think about it like that. But when it comes to making that time to be still, yes, that is more of a challenge. And I've been working on that, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited about that. What else I can say about me? Y'all let me know about y'all in the comments, because I do read them, and I do enjoy hearing from you, all that good stuff. I take it seriously. I actually do sit there and take it all in. I'm just not like scanning, reading something, and going on to the next thing. No, I'm literally sitting there, and I'm in the moment with you, even though you don't see it. So yes, let me know in the comments how y'all doing and all that good stuff. But that's where I'm at. The week is going by extremely fast. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just excited to just get into a lot of things that I've just been wanting to do. And like I said, one of those things is reading more. I don't have a major book collection like I know some other ladies that I follow their channels on BookTube and stuff have. I don't have like this big old collection or big shelf of books or anything, which is like, I don't have no excuse, because I really have like a few books, and I'm trying to get through that. I'm trying to get through those and enjoy myself, and not just reading, like I said, scanning through, but allowing myself to go into that other world and just enjoying the story. So if you all are interested in that, how that's going, I mean more in real time, you can actually join me. I'm thinking on Sundays, like going live, and I'll probably be more on that. Not necessarily, unless you ask, if you want to talk about movies, of course, we can always talk about that. But that's when I'll probably be more sharing books, stories, all that good stuff, what I'm into. But yes, y'all give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Had a small interruption, but we back here, okay? So like I was saying, I'm thinking, this is not definite, because I did mention in previous videos that I was thinking of going live on Sundays. That's like a perfect day to do a check-in, see how y'all really doing in real time, all that good stuff, and just to hang out a little bit. You know, maybe 30 minutes to an hour or something like that. Not nothing too serious, too long, ain't nothing like that. But just having a good time and hanging out. But I was wondering, like, but when I thought about it, I'm like, what would I want to expound on? What would I want to talk about, or something like that? And I thought reading would be good. Books, and where I'm at on my reading journey, because I don't want to start a BookTube channel. I know I kind of tried to start something in the past, but I just didn't really want to do that like that, because I really enjoy my movie space and all of that, and we don't have a space, like a huge space like BookTube. we don't have a huge space for faith-based films like that. I can't even think of another channel that just focuses on that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm bad. Y'all know, had to do angel. Okay, anyways, okay. So, yes, my little history here, all right. So, there's not a huge, like I was saying, it's not a huge space for faith-based, like, family-friendly channels that just focuses on that. Yeah, I know people do review them kind of films here and there, especially something really popular, all that kind of stuff. But something like just totally focuses on that. That you know when you come, there's a space, you know when I go there, I know what I'm getting. And I wanted to have something like that and more focus on that. And I cannot do both of that in a whole nother channel as well, and being consistent with a whole nother channel like that. So, but at the same time, I'm still reading and all that good stuff. And at the same time, I still enjoy talking about the stuff that I'm reading. Like, I just love that. It's just, it's almost the same thing as films to me. How we can have a whole discussion that almost can seem endless, that we can go in all the detail about the characters, the plot, all that kind of stuff. And I just love it, right? And it's the same thing with books too. But of course, everybody is not readers and all of that. And so I still like to talk about stuff. I still like to talk about stuff that I read and everything, and talk about these characters and all of that stuff. I still like to do that. So I was thinking on Sundays that can possibly be a time that I can kind of expound on that a little bit more, especially if there are some of you out there who actually do read and on this channel, and y'all can let me know what's going on with y'all in that area. If nothing else, okay? If anything, you should be reading the Word of God. You should be reading the Bible. So it's not like you won't be able to like contribute to the conversation at all. You can even talk about that, because that should be something that's the living Word, okay? But yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's nothing definite yet. I just kind of want to throw that out there, sprinkle it out there. Because here's my thing, y'all. Let me just be honest, right? When I went live on Thanksgiving night, that was probably like the best live I have ever experienced, because there was at least one person who stayed on the entire time and actually talked back and forth with me, so I didn't feel like I'm recording a video, because I do a lot of recording, y'all. I do. Y'all see, y'all see how consistent the channel is. It's over like 400 something videos, okay? And I just like hit a year a few months ago, so that lets you know like how many videos that I'm pushing out with the Lord's help. No praise and glory to myself, but it's Him helping me in different things and helping me navigate through the space. But yeah, and so it's like I do a lot of recording. I do a lot of just, and y'all don't, some of y'all who are content creators, y'all understand. But for those of you who are not, when you watch a video, it may seem like, okay, you most likely are not mindful of the process it is to get on here and talk like this, because you don't have another person there on the other side who can engage with you, who can help push it along, and who can help bring out certain emotions and different things where you seem human, where it seems realistic, it seems transparent, it seems more interesting, because it's always more interesting when you have more than one person engaging in a conversation and just seeing. I just love to watch and hear how that goes, how communication goes, and just looking at people's expressions, the way that they smile, the look in your eyes, all that. I'm just like that, very observant in that way. So you can imagine if it's just one person and you have to be all of these different things at once. And I'm not even saying have to be where it's like you trying to be and you're focused on that and you're trying to like get that down to a science. But for someone like me, who is, like I said, you're very observant of these things and you're naturally that way, you're naturally more engaging and you enjoy it. You enjoy hearing other people and talking and all of these different things, the gift that God has given us to fellowship and commune with one another, and you enjoy that. It can be challenging to get on a video by yourself. and you don't have someone on the other end pushing that along and keeping you engaged and keeping you interested in all of that, okay? A lot of times I have to get on here and make myself laugh, all right? I ain't no comedian, even though I wish that I wish that I did have that gift. I ain't for the front. I wish that I did, because it just be so cool. I think that's one of life's greatest gifts is laughter, being able to make somebody laugh or bring joy to their life and all that kind of stuff. I just always thought that was really, really cool, and still think it's cool if you got that gift. But there are some of us out there like myself, I don't have that, okay? I only have what I have. So yeah, so it is, and so when I do a live, I want that. I want more of that. And so when you all don't show up for whatever reason, if you're busy or you just forget about it, or for whatever reason you didn't get the notification, it's so many different factors can go into that. So I'm not blaming any of you who are out here like on the channel, and so I'm not blaming y'all around. So don't take it as that. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you so you can understand like where I'm coming from. And so it's like I have plans, and I'll be thinking of how I can be more just in real time with you all, and I want this channel to be more, yes, of course, Jesus is always the focus, the word of God always way up there, all right? Even though this is entertainment, that's always the focus primarily. But at the same time, it's like I want to build a community. I want to see a community being built of not only just of believers, where there's a space where you can have that fellowship as far as engaging with other people, being able to talk about good, wholesome things, even in the midst of like entertainment. And that's why we have all of these cool films that we're talking about with TV shows, because you want to have nice conversations and just good things with other people as well. And it's like, I be wondering, when is it going to get there? Because like I said, Thanksgiving Live was the best that I have ever experienced, because it was at least one person on there was engaging and talking back and forth with me and letting me know how they felt about whatever film and all these different things. And that was lovely. It was so fun. It was nice. I got off. I felt so fulfilled. And thank God, I was like, yay, I love this. But unfortunately, that hasn't happened all the time. And I can't expect that. Well, I can expect it, but sometimes I don't want to get my hopes crushed. But yeah, I know I can't expect it every time, but I know the reality of things, and I really do know the reality of things. But I would really like that. That would be my hope, to have more of you on here engaging with the channel, having more of you showing up at the lives and just having a good time in the Lord, talking about these films, television shows, or books, and all it is. I would like that. That's really the goal, to have a community, a real community of people, friendships who love the Lord, calling him out of a pure heart, all this kind of stuff. Yes, I'm pouring in my heart now, okay? Oh, but yes, that's how I feel. And that's why I said I'm just sprinkling that idea out there about going live on Sundays, and I'm still kind of back and forth in my mind about it, because I'm human. I don't like to be crushed. I don't want to like go live and feel like I'm recording a video. I don't want to do that. I'm always recording videos, okay? That's already enough, where I know there's nobody on the other side who's talking back to me while I'm recording the video, who engaging with me at the time. But that's expected because you're recording. But live is supposed to be more of y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Oh, just show up. Just show up. All right. I want my heart crushed. I want my heart disappointed. And at the same time, because I feel like I don't make the commitment, if I make the commitment, I have to show up anyway. And it's just like, you know, y'all know how it goes. But yeah, help me out some. Let me know. And I'm always saying that at the end of every video about how I read the comments. I do respond. And all this stuff. I be wanting to hear from y'all. I be wanting to know, like, how can, like, where's the disconnect? Like, how can I get you all more excited about showing up for a live or watching the videos or whatever? How can I in this particular space? So that would be helpful if y'all let me know. It really would be helpful. I'm just saying. Or if you don't have nothing that you feel like you can really suggest, just pray for me. Just pray for me. You're right, okay? But yes, moving on. Let's get into the topic here. This film, our special feature for today, is titled Catering Christmas, and you can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. See, yeah. Y'all here, all right? Get up on this, okay? But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. Fledgling caterer Molly Frost. I like that name. I like the last name Frost for a character. Is hired by perfectionist Gene Harrison for the renowned Harrison Foundation's annual Christmas Gala. But things get complicated when she falls for Gene's nephew, a photographer with no desire to take over the foundation. Molly shows Carson all the good his family is able to provide. Now, Faith watchers out there, this film was fun, okay? I love when characters meet in this unique way. Such a unique way where it's like, you just know it had to be God. You just know that it had to be ordained somehow. I enjoy that. I love that. And for me, this is how Molly and Carson met. Molly is a caterer, just pretty much started this thing. This is kind of like fresh and new, but at the same time, like the times we're living in now, you be thinking you have this like fresh, cool idea, and it is a wonderful idea when God gives you an amazing idea. But at the same time, we know that there are it's a lot of competition out there. It really is. And it should be friendly competition. It should be the kind of competition where you feel like, no, my business can't exist along with yours. It can only be one in this space. And I feel like in reality, so many different people are on that more. And that's why we have all the friction. We have all of this, the backbiting and all of these different things, the back and forth in different spaces, because people feel like that, like it can only be one. And Molly is getting a taste of this in this film because she is a caterer and she's kind of like, she hasn't been around long. She's just starting this thing. She's just trying to get her feet wet. She's trying to get her name out there and trying to think, how can she be different, set apart from others who do the same thing? And in particular, there's this other business who's also caterer, but his name is really, really out there. The town really knows him. They do a lot of great, fancy, different things and stuff that they put together. And they usually get the majority of the business. They get the big stuff, like the big accounts. And Molly is just trying to, she's not looking for the big thing like that, but she is trying to hold on. She is trying to want her business to get out there a little bit more. She doesn't want it to fail. She's trying to get out there. And we understand that. We get that when your thing is fresh, it is new, all that good stuff. But yeah, she's excited about it. It's a very small, intimate catering business. And so at the beginning of this film, she ends up getting called by this, and the Harrison name is really big. Yes, let me make sure I got it right. Okay, yeah, the Harrison name is really big in this town. They have money. They got that old money, y'all. So when they looking for something, and you can best to believe they looking for the best of the best, and you want to be on point. And that is Jean here. That's Auntie Jean. And Auntie Jean, yes, she is like, she's over the foundation. She used to having like this big catering thing, this big thing around Christmas time. She's very particular. She's very particular, okay? And she don't hold back. She let it be known how she feels and what she's looking for. And she can be like a person to say, are you ever satisfied? Or are you always looking for the flaw? Are you always looking for something in this, something to complain about? And that's what most people are used to with her. So to get an account with her, you really have to nail it. Like, you gotta be on point. So Molly is a little bit skeptical, but at the same time, she's trying to bring her A game, because Jean invites her to the Harrison home and basically tell her, okay, I'm putting you on the spot. I want you to create something right now for me, and let me see if it's good. Let me see if you can really do this before I hire you. And so Molly shows up, got all her utensils and different things together, what she wants to make, her recipe, all of that. She's just waiting for her assistant chef to get there to assist, and where they can get this whole meal prepared to the best of their ability. However, what ends up happening at the first, not that I'm telling y'all the story, but who ends up showing up, who she thinks is her an assistant that she called, is actually Carson. And Carson is Jean's nephew. He's just coming in the kitchen like you just at home. and you just like, okay, I want a little snack, maybe I want to get a cup of water or something, and he just stumbles into the kitchen looking for whatever he's looking for, and she checks him. She is like, okay, put on your apron, whatever, listen, we got to get this thing going, we got to prepare this. So you can imagine how caught off guard Carson is. He is like, okay, this strange woman is in my kitchen, I'm just coming out here to get something to drink. I'm just coming to get something to eat, and she's already putting me to work. And this is a guy who, like I said, he's from old money. Number one, what he know about work, in a sense of like doing the physical work of anything. And it's like the galls like this woman has to be talking to me like this. But he's so caught off guard and shocked that he ends up allowing her to direct him. And I just thought that was so interesting. It was so funny. It was so cool for him to just start, okay, nah, I came down here for something to drink, something to eat, and here I am. I'm supposed to be like an assistant chef or something. So she passing him knives and different things that he need to cut up and all of this stuff, and he just gets and slips in the role, at least tries to do so. And that is the beginning of how Molly and Carson meet. And so you got this whole different thing that goes on, of course, throughout this film. A lot of growth that we see in the characters, a lot of fun, a lot of like you're rooting for them, a lot of just a lot of fun, a lot of festivities going on, as you can expect. Christmas film, of course. And so overall, I just had an amazing time with this film. Like I said, I just love the idea. Two opposites, total opposites, grew up different, end up meeting in such a strange, unique way and connecting different ways and different aspects. And at the same time, you can see why it's like they needed to meet for a reason. It's not like, I don't like stories where you just throw people together just to say, okay, you're together. But you see that there was a reason why this needed to happen, all right? To better these characters in different ways that nobody else could have done. Which reminds me, that's how our Heavenly Father works, okay? With the different things that happen in our lives, at least when we're on his path, where we're on that narrow path, and we invite him into our space, allowing him to direct our steps and order our paths. Order our steps and to direct our paths. When we do that, we see the significance of why different things happen the way that they do, why we met this person or whatever. And I'm talking, like I said, when you're on the path. Now, when you deviate from it, a lot of that has to do with your own choices and different things that you done did, okay? So we can't put it on God. But when we are like following him, putting him first and all that good stuff, and allowing him to do what he does best, then we see what we get here with Molly and Carson and how God orchestrates things. And when he does it, it's just so amazing. Like, we just can't do it like that. We can't put it together the way that he does so perfectly that it's just like, ah! But anyways, once again, this film is titled Catering Christmas, and I know I said a lot, but hey, I wanted more, and that's what I'm focusing on too, y'all, so y'all can just be aware of this going towards the future with this channel. And that is focusing more on like how with my delivery of reviews is really being like, y'all, you're my sisters, we hanging out, we're at a slumber party, and no, we can't necessarily be there in the physical, but hey, in a sense, I want it to feel that way. Like, sometimes you deviate from this subject. Sometimes you start talking about something else, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, how did we get here? Wait, back up. How we do this? And all of that, but you're still along for the ride, and then we bring it back and all of that. So that's how I want my reviews to be, more like that. Which is more who I am, more myself anyway, so I'm just focusing more on that and just trying to forget about all of the other stuff that, you know what I mean, okay? But yes, that's all I have for y'all for this video, and so we're going to go ahead and get into our scripture before I leave y'all for this evening. And thank y'all for watching. And I do appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with me and dealing with all of this, okay? So we coming out of Romans chapter 12, verse 9, and it reads, "Let love be without hypocrisy. Abhor what is evil. Cling to what is good." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, I try to remind y'all, please remember to leave your thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do read them and I do enjoy hearing from you. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.